everyone. Hi, come on. Can I proceed? Okay. We were just talking about the balance sheet, so let me expedite the elaboration for the remaining two reports. One is cash flow. Please flash the funding cash flow. So you got a number. The last financial cash flow report is I made 2.6 million revenue for the company. Okay, the revenue in is about 2.68 million revenue. Okay, and I don't go into the detail for the report, but you got the cash flow report here. And the last one is the income statement, which is very important to your decision. And also, I don't go into detail for the explanation for the income statement, but there are two factors I need to tell you. The first one is the labor cost. You see the labor cost here, and the labor cost is for per unit. The labor is 1.4, around 1.4 US dollars. Why this factor is important? Because when you are thinking about the production decision, as I just mentioned, if you decide to maximize the production quantity by OT, by overtime, the OT quantity is must suffer from higher cost. The cost is the normal cost plus 50% of the labor cost. Okay? So if the unit are the OT unit, the cost is normal cost plus 50% of the 1.4 US dollars. The regular cost is about 3 US dollars, right, for finished product. But the OT unit is about 3.7. So this is very important when you do the pricing strategy, because you have to cover the higher expense when you are maximizing the production. Okay, this is the first factor I need to explain in the income statement. The second one is this raw material consumption. You see a parenthesis there. There's a conversion rate 0.688. This is a very, very important factor regarding the production policy. The definition of this factor is, in the production line, when you throw 1,000 pieces of raw material, there will be 688 finished product come out. This factor defines the relation between raw material and finished product. We use it as a conversion rate.
So it's the yield. Is it the yield?
Yes, yield rate. Yes. Don't mix this factor with failure rate. So this 0.688 is the conversion rate, which defines the relation between raw material and the finished product. It's nothing to do with failure rate. If the failure rate is 31.2%, that will be too high. So it's nothing to do with failure rate, okay? When we talk about the conversion rate, please go with me and get back to the status report. There is one column missing. I did that on purpose. This is called the raw material stock. Half an hour ago, when I explained this table, I didn't mention anything about the raw material stock. But after I introduced the conversion rate, let's get back to this. The moment I give the company to you, I'm giving you a lot of cash, 1.2 million cash. I give you over 1 million pieces of raw material. And when you see the raw material, you got 1.118 pieces of raw material in your hand, and now you know the conversion rate. Can you estimate the equivalent production capacity for finished product? Use this number times the then current conversion rate is the what we call the equivalent production amount or capacity. You know what I mean? Can you help me to estimate roughly about the number? 700, around 800,000. Okay. Remember just now.
Sure.
Around.
It's 81. I think it's 81,000.
Isn't it 60?
Yeah, around something like that. Yeah. There were two factors I asked for your help for a rough estimation. One is the maximum capacity. The other one is the equivalent production capacity from a raw material. Why I'm saying this? Because there's one very important decision is on production plan. So when later on you make the decision on production plan, there are two factors that should exist simultaneously. One is you need to have enough production capacity. The second one is you need to have enough material. So you got two numbers now. The maximum production capacity is over 600,000 around, and the equivalent production capacity for the material is over 800,000. So tell me, what is the exact number if sales is very high, and what is the maximum number that our production department can provide? 6 instead of 8, right? Okay. Remember, the production plan needs to consider two factors. One is the maximum capacity. The other one is the conversion rate.
And we don't need to worry about labors, right?
No, you have to.
Sufficient labors? We have sufficient labors?
Oh, okay, labor, yes,
Okay.
yes. Just focus on conversion rate. But why I keep saying this, because I have so many experiences in the past year that people, management always forgot to procure, to buy material, because they say the capacity is enough. The production capacity is enough, so we don't need to buy material. The statement is not true, right? Because these are different factors. Okay. Let's go to the decision and make decision. I just gave you a lot of information, which I believe that it might be very difficult for you to remember that. It's fine. Let's do that in later practice.
That's right. Can we go back to the earlier the slide?
Status report.
Okay, status report.
I just have one quick question.
Oh yes. Okay.
About that production there, what do you mean by that? That's the production I want to produce.
You mean
That's
No,
Different of capacity.
the production.
production.
30.
Oh, this is the past record. This is the past record. For example, we are at the end of Q4, right? So this is the exact number that the product was produced in Q4. This is the past record,
Okay.
only for reference. And this is the number that you can use now.
I can use now.
Yes.
For this decision,
Yeah, for this decision. This coming decision, we are making spring decision, right? Okay? Okay, let's go to decision and make decision. You have 18 decisions to make at this moment. Separately, there are 4 markets. For each market, you have to make the decision of the selling price. You have to decide how much marketing funding to be invested in the market. You have to decide the production request. What I'm saying, the production request actually refers to sales forecast. Okay, so 2 limitations. The price shall fall between $3 and $9. You couldn't set any price below $3 because it's money losing. It's totally against the main purpose of business. Running business is to make money, so any price below $3 is prohibited. The system won't allow to go. And you can't make any price higher than $9 because there won't be any customer need. So do remember the price range must fall between $3 to $9 US. So you can't compete, you can't sell the absolute high price. The implication is don't make absolute high quality. You know what I mean? Because you cannot sell absolute high price. The price must be in between $3 to $9. Okay? And also, yes?
The street, between the street to 9, how about like a 6.57? Okay?
Okay, we can have 2 digits.
Okay, the most
In decimal.
is 2 decimal.
Yeah. Even you want to drop some market, you still have to set the price. You still have to put a price there, even you don't want this market. If you don't want this market, you just put the production unit to 0. But you still have to set a price there. Okay? Okay, for the production, this one is very important. For production, actually means the production request. You have to consider about the inventory. Any number written here will be transmitted to production site and will be produced subject to capacity. If the capacity allowed, then will the production manager will try best to provide the unit you want. So in foreign market, the total lump sum of the foreign market production request shall not exceed the maximum production capacity. Remember that at the very beginning you got over 600,000, around 600,000 maximum capacity unit. So even the summation of the total number of this full market is about 800,000 is useless. It will be allocated in proportion. So it's of no use to write any number higher than the maximum production capacity. So do remember that your business is subject to limited quantity supply in this. And also, because the factory is in the north, so there will be no freight in north market. But when you ship any certain number quantity to central market, the freight will be 0.1 US dollars, and it will be 0.2 US dollars to the south market, and 0.8 dollars to overseas market. This means when you are doing business in overseas, the cost is very high. Be careful about the pricing. Do remember to cover the profit. The freight, the shipping expense is very high in overseas market. Okay, 0 in north market, 0.1 in central market, 0.2 in south market, 0.8 in overseas market. Okay, and you can make your own decision about the investment level, the maintenance level, but this part is very important. Equipment. Do you remember that each one of you will suffer from 2.5% production depreciation? Yes. That means if you don't expand the second planet or third planet, the quantity you can provide to the market will be lower and lower after each quarter. So system provides you one alternative. You can invest for a new planet, new production planet. But the requirement is for each unit, it will take you 20 US dollars for each unit. If you want to expand the second production line to 100,000 unit, taking for example, how much do we have to invest in this? $20 for 1 unit capacity. So if I want to have second planet, the second production for 100,000 units, how much should I invest? 2 million. $20 for 1 unit. This is a big number, right? Do I have to say that again? This is a very important factor. If you want to... Do I have to explain again? Yes. Okay. We have 2 strategies. If you are winning, if you try to win by quantity, saying something like cost leadership in Michael Porter's term, cost leadership. Actually, it is a strategy of Q, of quantity. If you want to win, the business model will be low price, high quantity, right? So the key success factor of this strategy is you should have enough quantity. So you have to deal the problem, the challenge for quantity. And also you know that after each quarter, our production capacity will drop 2.5% every quarter, no matter how you spend money on maintenance. So you have to deal. This is one alternative for you. If you want to deal with quantity, you have an alternative to set up the second production line or third production line. For each production line, this is called capital investment in accounting terms. This is a long-term investment. $20 per unit. So your first production line is currently what you have, 429,000, right? Remember 429,000, 429,000. The status.